I will tell you a little bit. No, I'm going to tell you more. I'm going to tell you what they didn't do. Okay? The wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, or the wives of the Sahaba Kiram, they did not stand up in front of their husbands to challenge their husbands. They did not stand up against to their teachings. They did not make a fitna. They remain behind. They're giving the support. And they are holding on tightly to what Holy Prophet ﷺ brought to them. First, we have to understand this word balance. We have to throw this out. Balance. You balance life. You enter into tariqat to balance life. You enter into tariqat because you know your life is unbalanced. That's why you want to find balance with tariqat. Because so many people, they say, how do we find the balance? Meaning, you enter to tariqat, but you still want your jahiliyyah lifestyle. You still cannot let that go. You still want everything, and you want the way of Allah too. How is that possible? There is a word for that. It's called munafiq. You claim something and you do something else. Claiming you are Sufi, but your lifestyle is completely according to the West. Completely according to kafir, selfish, egoistic lifestyle. How you can be a Sufi then that time? Sufi is the one who is completely finished. He is finished himself. He is dust under the feet of the Prophet. Dust under the feet of the Shaykh. But we're looking, people are not dust under their feet. So many modern Sufis are saying, no, we don't have to follow Sunnah. We don't have to cover our heads. Women's, they're saying, Sheikha festival, they're having. Uncovering the hijab, standing there and speaking about Islam, speaking about Prophet, speaking about tasawwuf. Ahir zaman, complete fitna and complete confusion. So, we're not looking for balance with Jahiliyyah and balance with Islam. What we're looking for is for Allah to be pleased with us. Of course, you have some life. Of course, you're going to go out there, to go to school and to study, yes. But we know that all those things is just to make us to survive in this world. It is not top priority. It is not the thing that is going to give us life. What gives us life is to be with the Warisul Anbiya, to be with the inheritor of the Prophet, to be with the awliya Allah. That is what gives us life. To be with them, even just to sit with them, and to just to look at them is going to give us life. It gives us balance. It's not to go looking for other kinds of lifestyle. Okay, people are saying we are weak, we cannot carry this. That's something else. People who admit that and say, one day, please pray for me like this. Or we say, okay, because you're not being arrogant, you're not being proud, you're admitting your weakness, we pray for you slowly. Don't worry, don't beat yourself up over it also. These words that I'm saying, first to myself and others, but especially others who are claiming such high level, and we're looking, they have nothing to prove. They are being charlatans, cheaters. Okay? No. For people who know themselves, they say, I cannot, I want to attend, I want to go, I want to follow, but I cannot, I'm so weak, I'm like this. You say, okay, slowly then, inshallah. These words are not for those ones. But the others ones who are so proud, others ones who are so spoiled, they want the best of both worlds, it cannot be. So, the wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the wives of the Sahaba Kiram, they served their husbands first. They served their husbands. Nowadays, so many, they're serving others, serving themselves. but they're not serving their husbands. I just read a hadith recently. Prophet ﷺ, he was sitting down and he was crying, and one Sahabi Kiram came, I believe it was Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh, saw him crying and crying, and he says, Ya Rasulullah, may my parents be sacrificed for you. Tell us why you are crying. He says, I'm crying for the women of my nation, because when I pass through hell in the Miraj, majority of them, they are women, not men. And if you think they are women from the time of the Khilafat, from the time of the Sultanate, from the time of the Khalifat and the Khalifas and the time of the Khulafa Rashidin, you are wrong. His majority is the time of now. And he's saying, I'm crying for them because I'm seeing they're going through so much torture. And majority of them, they're going through so much torture because they are challenging and standing up and being a tyrant to their husbands. Now, if the husband is following in the way of Allah and His Prophet, then it is obligation for you to obey that husband, definitely. But if that husband is stopping you from the way of Allah and His Prophet, from following awliya Allah, from following the way of Allah and His Prophet, then that time you have to recalibrate, recalculate. It is not the same. Just as so many times people are saying, we're hearing, they don't like the young ones to come to make zikr with us, but they don't mind these mothers and their fathers. They don't want their children to come and make zikr. They want their children to go out to make zina outside and to drink and to take drugs outside. They have no problem. They just say, hey, hey, and they feel proud. They go to their friends and say, yeah, my son, he did this, and my daughter, he did that. Coming with shorts, coming with their boyfriends and their girlfriends, they're not going to say nothing. But if their children are coming for zikr, they say this is entering into cult, terrorism, this and that. This is completely shaitan. You think the mother that is forbidding her children from coming to the zikr, to make salawat to the Holy Prophet, ﷺ, that mother is Ahlul Jannat. That mother has Jannat under her feet. She has hell under her feet. So we have to be very smart. We have to understand, not just to take something blindly. Those ones who are serving to their husbands are serving to Allah and His Prophet. On the day of judgment, they're not going to be asked anything. Allah is just going to address to their husbands, are you pleased with your wife, with this one? The husband is going to judge. The husband is going to say, yes, Ya Rabbi. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to say to the angels, take this one and bring her to any door of paradise, let her to enter forever. Holy Prophet ﷺ's wives and the wives of the Sahabe Kiram, the wives of Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar, Hazrat Ali, Hazrat Usman, Hazrat Fatima, Hazrat Aisha, the wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Hazrat Fatima, his daughter, and so many other wives that he had. You don't see them coming forward to give their ideas. You don't see them going forward to give sohbat, to do this and that new style now. They're saying so many saints, they are also following shikas. There's no shika in Islam. So, all these are wrong ideas, but because we are so weak and we follow feminism, we're following the West, and now they're pushing that agenda forward, and they're making the men to become so weak, and the men became so weak, then this is what's going to happen. But the wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the wives of the Sahabe Kiram, they submitted to their husbands and they completely obeyed their husbands. And there are other things too. We may speak about it on another day. This is a very big subject, inshallah Rahman. So that is enough for us to take. That is enough for us to hold on to, inshallah.